Now, look, I'm not anti-help, but I am anti-playing in people's faces with money that isn't theirs. And today I'm going to show you that full circle. The flexing, the I deserve treats, the people bragging about lying, the stings, Trump possibly forcing everybody to reapply for SNAP, and the one woman who actually got off food stamps after 22 years. Now, by the end of this, you tell me if the problem is the taxpayer hate poor people or some folks just don't want to stop eating off the taxpayers. Let's start with Exhibit A leftover SNAP for cake flex.
I am a SNAP benefits receiver, and some of y'all on here like to think that you can tell me what I'm allowed to spend my SNAP benefits on. No.
Oh.
That ain't happening around here. If you're new here, on November 1st, I had people judging me on what I spent my SNAP benefits on. You can go look at that grocery haul if you want.
Taxpayers?
I'm giving you something else you can judge me on. Because I just love stirring the pot. I am so very blessed to still have money left over from the month of October and the month of September. So today, I have no idea how much sugar I just put in that because I was looking at you guys. We are going to Walmart, ordering and paying for my son's 4th birthday cake. Ow. That ain't funny. Quit laughing. I'm so very blessed to say that I still think
We laughing, but just not at that.
that I can get a whole grocery haul even after I purchase this cake. We have only had SNAP benefits for 2.5 months. We received them our first full month in September, and then I was also back paid for 2 weeks of August. So September we got a lot of money from SNAP, and we were so beyond blessed. If you guys know anything about our story. So we have been so very blessed the last few months to be able to splurge at the grocery store a little bit. Today, we're going to Walmart and we're ordering my kid his 4th birthday cake. I keep wanting to say present. His 4th birthday cake. And he wants it to be Sonic. We're going all out, okay? And I'm bringing you with me. But first, we got to get ready. Let's go. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. And just like that, we're at Walmart. Let's go. It's been a few hours, and I have all 3 kids with me now, and one of them is asleep. So this is gonna be fun. Here we go. We made it. Okay, so we picked out this cake. I'm wanting a Sonic cake. We definitely want this guy on there. Oh, that, yeah. Let me make sure I have that kid. Okay. If not, then I'll just go look for a little toy. And just like that, we have his cake ordered. I didn't have to pay for it today, so I pay for it whenever I pick it up. So I just need to make sure that I save $19 on my SNAP benefits so I can pay for it when I come to get it. I'm just feeling incredibly blessed that I even have that much left over. But if you've made it this far in the video, and you know of any resources at all that can possibly help people in your area or your state, if you could please use the comment section to put those resources in the comment section and list what state you are from, I would be so, so grateful for you. Like, beyond words. Doing everything we can to help each other out during this time. If you are in the southern-ish area of Indiana and you don't have resources and you need some, please DM me. I don't have a lot, but I do have some resources that I can send your way. I love you guys so, so much, and I absolutely adore you for being here. It means
Okay. We got the gist of it, right? She's not talking survival. She's not talking, my kids finally get to eat. She's laughing and basically saying, you can't tell me nothing. Nada. Zippo. I've got so much SNAP money left. I'm buying a custom Sonic cake, and I'm going to put it on here just to troll y'all, just because. Now, I'm not mad at the cake, and this isn't about the child or the babies. But I am looking at the attitude, because that's not gratitude, right? That's you pay into the pot. I swipe the card. And if you say anything, then you're the problem. That's what that is. And that mindset is everywhere now, unfortunately. I want you to watch how fast basic food turns into the right to dessert on your dime.
People that genuinely think that people who use EBT don't deserve soda, candy, or desserts. You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't deserve a popsicle? You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies? And all I'm hearing is, be grateful, be grateful. It's free food. Get off of your throne of entitlement.
Hi there. I can't help but notice your nice new highlights and your perfect manicure while you sit there and tell me that I need to buy your brownies and your kids' popsicles because you can't afford them. I'm trying to figure out how to pay my own bills and keep my head above water. And now I gotta sit here and listen to you whine into the iPhone you somehow managed to buy about how I need to foot your junk food bill because you deserve it. And if I don't pony up, somehow I'm entitled. Let me tell you something. You are not entitled to my paycheck. What you deserve is whatever you can buy with the money that you earned. And your kid doesn't need popsicles. She needs a mother who teaches her about dignity and personal responsibility, of which you clearly have neither.
Boom. I mean, she cooked. Cooked. As my daughter has been saying lately, clock it. She also does something with her hand, almost like she clock it, something like that. But she's talking, my daughter deserves a popsicle and I deserve brownies. No job, no sort of plan I'm seeing here, just jumping straight to sugar like it's some sacred right the taxpayer owes them. Then the other woman came in and nailed it. I mean, like I said, she cooked it. You're not entitled to my paycheck. I know that's right. Those are treats. And treats come after, get this, work. After work. If you're not working, that money did not fall out of the sky. Someone else woke up early, all right, clocked in, paid taxes, and now they get lectured for not wanting to fund your dessert menu. But it's not just entitlement. Some people are so comfortable with the scam, that they'll literally tell you how to do it on camera.
I'm trying to figure out why the people so mad about food stamps. And it's only the palm color people. Like, literally, if you want food stamps, just apply and lie. That's it. Apply and lie. You see how they be stealing from us? Steal from them. Literally, you can have a 9 to 5, a 5 to 10, a 10 to 12 job and still get that EBT. Just tell them you don't work. That's it. Just tell them you don't work and you gonna get the funds. I've been doing it. I'm gonna still keep doing it. I'm gonna forever do it. Catch me if you can. I'm trying to figure out.
Just apply and lie, she says. Catch me if you can. Oh, man, I have a feeling this video. All I'm going to say. But I'll also say that's not poverty. That's theft with an attitude right there. And notice, it's never, I'm stuck or I'm desperate. I'm trying to climb out. It's the government steals from us, so we get to steal back. Except the government doesn't have its own money. It's your neighbor's paycheck. It's your grocery bill, that went up while somebody else is out here laughing about cheating the system. And when that mentality spreads, which is unfortunate, I'll just say it doesn't stay small. It turns into people using dozens of cars like they're running a business, because some of them actually are.
Walked in one by one, some hung their heads, others wore their feelings right there on their T-shirts. Today, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office announced an undercover operation they've been working on for months resulted in more than 100 arrest warrants and close to 40 arrests. And it has to do with just that, meal tickets in the form of EBT cards for low-income individuals being fraudulently used. One part of the investigation centered around Gerald Millis, a local restaurant owner who police say purchased EBT cards from people for 50 to 60 cents on the dollar, and then stocked his local Pizza Pros restaurant with food he bought using those cards.
We were able to determine that he used 53 different EBT cards at Sam's Club.
Police say 55 people were also caught illegally selling their EBT cards to undercover detectives.
A couple of them said, "I'm headed to go get some rock cocaine."
A beyond frustrating reality for taxpayers who today learned their hard-earned money is being misused.
Wow. One guy Out here with 53 EBT cards at Sam's Club stocking a pizza restaurant, huh? Folks selling their card 50 to 60 cents on the dollar, too. Over 100 warrants. That's not helping families eat. That's a taxpayer-funded wholesale operation. And the same crowd that screams, don't criminalize poverty of some sort, never wants to talk about this part. You don't accidentally end up with 53 EBT cards. That doesn't happen by accident. And a restaurant full of stolen groceries. That's organized. That's intentional fraud. So let's stop pretending this is about bread and milk. You know, when you look at what's actually being bought, it starts to line up perfectly with what Steven Crowder's been yelling about for years now.
Determine what these people, everyone deserves treats. First off, not everyone deserves treats. Second, for me, it's pretty simple. You pay, you choose. I pay, the taxpayer, I choose. Milk, eggs, meat, produce, and fabric softener. Otherwise, get to work. Is that fair?
No.
No, that's not fair?
There should be some choice in that.
I don't think there should be any choice. Our soldiers get MREs and they have to pay for them. Why should someone who's able-bodied, choosing not to work, get anything better than our soldiers? Are you aware of, like, and this is so SNAP, because you mentioned this is true. If you go to Amazon, right?
All right.
SNAP EBT, okay, right here. So I work, I pay taxes, right? And there are a lot of Americans who work and pay taxes, who are poor, low-income Americans, right?
Yes.
Not on SNAP. You get 50% off your Prime membership. You get unlimited groceries for $4.99 a month. Let me show you what's in the groceries. Lavazza coffee, $25. Rockstar, Ghost Energy. Hey, let's go down to snacks and treats. When you say choice, these are the choices right now that tax pre-filled pumpkin buckets of assorted Halloween candy. Does that seem like helping someone with a tough break? And how do we make the case to low-income Americans that they should fund that? Because they are.
Well, a lot of them have children.
Okay, so do the people paying taxes who are working for a living.
Okay, that's fair.
Right? I mean, because people say it's taken from the rich, given to the poor. And you look obviously very svelte, and I'm sure you know that obesity is a problem in the country. It doesn't affect you. Probably affects me more than you. I have some that I could lose. But the obesity rate for low-income women in this country, okay, who are not on SNAP, 40%. You know what it is for those on SNAP? 57%. So working class Americans with kids not on SNAP, struggling, are paying to make other people fatter.
Wow. I really liked his perspectives here. Now, he's not saying people don't deserve to eat. He's saying if you're living off other people's checks, necessities first, not we deserve treats just because. Soldiers are paying for MREs, I believe he said, while some folks on SNAP are filling carts with candy, energy drinks, and junk food, then calling the taxpayer entitled. It's entitlement for asking questions. And when he points out obesity is higher among women on SNAP than women not on SNAP, I'm sure stats are suddenly offensive now, right? But the shopping cart isn't. You can't screen food insecurity with one breath and I deserve brownies and pop on your dime with the next. Pick a struggle. And eventually, all of this, the flexing, the lying, stings, the candy carts, it hits a wall. And the wall looks like a government finally saying, everybody reapply.
Now says that everyone who's on SNAP is going to have to reapply. Now, this happened, of course, when the government shut down and there was, the SNAP benefits were not getting out to the people. For 42 million Americans. For 42 million. Well, we thought Americans. Inside the country. People is probably the better. Yep. People. And so Brooke Rollins, we had her on and we had a great conversation with her where she said, hey, listen, this whole SNAP benefits conversation around the shutdown has sort of pulled the curtain back and people are seeing how many people are on SNAP that aren't actually citizens and they're going to have to reapply. What do you make of this? I think it's very popular, especially if you go online and look at what people think. I think it's a popular initiative to say these benefits are for Americans. Is she going to be able to accomplish this? Is she going to have some legal challenges to it? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm sure. You know, everything that comes from the Trump administration, I just track it and see how long it takes for it to land in the Supreme Court. So there are going to be legal challenges. But the thing is, most of these programs with SNAP are administered by the states. And a lot of the states do have verification programs where people have to update every 3 to 6 months or, you know, really establish that they got some kind of need. But maybe she's proposing something at the federal level that would then have a federal component for, you know, applying and proving that you actually need this. Because I think all of us are compassionate Americans. Like, we want our fellow Americans to get help when they need it. And we've all known people, if not our own families, that have walked through these periods of needing this kind of help. But Secretary Rollins also said that she found there were 186,000 checks or SNAP benefits going out to people who were dead. So if that's accurate, that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. And there are other problems with the program, too. So I think a lot of Americans would say, gosh, I didn't realize before we were having this conversation there were 42 million people on these benefits. Maybe it's, you know, not such a bad idea. Just have
42 million people on SNAP, and they found 186,000 dead people still getting benefits, though, according to this post. Double enrollments, non-citizens, checks still going out through a shutdown of folks who literally aren't here anymore. So now everybody has to reapply, and suddenly the catch me if you can crowd is mad that somebody actually tried to catch them. The irony. This is what accountability looks like when you've let the abuse pile up for years. Make sure to help on the people who actually need it, not the people who gamed it, moved on from this earth. But I don't want you walking away thinking every SNAP story is a joke or a scam. There are people who use it in a hard season and then work their way off. And when she talks about it, she sounds nothing like the cake and popsicle crowd.
My name is Chrissy. I am a 42-year-old lady. I had been getting food stamps for 22 years. Now, some people may say that it's ridiculous, but that's the way I was raised, and that's the way my family was raised. A lot of my friends, we have overcome that, and my family as well. But I just want to tell you something. When you are used to getting something, it does something to the mind psychologically. You think that you cannot do without it. And sometimes, because I was at the point where I was just tired of it, period. I have not gotten food stamps in over 8 months. And has it been times that was hard? There was. But life is about strategy. You got to get on your hustle and bustle. So my content is geared towards people that are on a low income budget, showing you how you can feed a family of 3 for $25. Okay? Like I said, I was on it for 22 years. I've been off of it for 8 months. I feel amazing. Okay? My mind was enslaved. Because when you used to get anything for a long, extensive period of time, it could be a man, it could be whoever, it does something to the mind. I didn't think I could make it, but I trusted in God and I created a strategy. And my strategy is here, and I'm going to share it with you. So I want you to follow me. This is for encouragement that you can do it. Trust in God and put in the work. You have to strategize. Put your thinking cap on. I'm here for you. I've been in that same boat. The God had prepared me months earlier because he knew this was going to happen. So I'm not missing anything. This is not affecting me. But this is not only about food stamps. This is about, it's hard out here. Even food stamps ain't even enough to make it through the whole month. So I want you guys to follow me and look at the stuff to show you that there's hope out here. You still can eat for $30 or less. I usually aim for $25. I will be showing you how to stock your household stuff up. I will be showing you how to stock your refrigerator up and also get groceries and meals for a family of 3. Now, some of this stuff, for as household supplies, you can't get for the stuff how I shop. You can't get for $25, but it's some stuff that I can. I will show you how. So like and follow me for more tips. It's coming to you.
All right, now. She was on food stamps for 22 years, and she was the first one to admit it did something to her mom and made her believe that she couldn't live without that card. Now she says she's been off for 8 months feeding the family of 3 on $25 because she's budgeting, strategizing, and hustling. No flexing, no catch me if you can, no I deserve treats, right? Just trust God, work hard, have a plan, and stop letting a benefit define you. That's the difference between a safety net and a lifestyle. One catches you while you're falling, the other convinces you never to get up. So here's why I land. I don't hate people on Snap. Come on, I grew up on Snap. You know, my family had Snap. My mom had Snap. I don't know about my pops, but he probably had Snap at some point. You know, I don't hate Snap, man. I just hate a culture that turns help into entitlement and turns fraud into content. That's all I'm saying. You're grinding, you're raising kids, use Snap to get through a rough chapter. I want you to get everything you truly need. And then I want to see you off of it. Is that such a bad thing? If you're bragging about lying, buying cakes for the flex, and clowning people who actually fund the program, don't be shocked when Operation Meal Ticket shows up. When Trump says everyone reapply. Now, if you made it to the end of the video, that's actually what I want you to write in the comment section. Reapply. Yeah, reapply today. Reapply now. Some form of it. Y'all be safe. Please go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.